Support groups and victims of forced adoptions say they're not happy with an apology issued by Melbourne's Royal Women's Hospital last night. The apology was made as part of a written submission to a Senate inquiry and wasn't addressed directly to complainants. They now say they want the Premier to say sorry on behalf of the government for something that happened decades ago.
Nobody knows exactly how many babies were taken from mothers at Melbourne's Royal Women's Hospital in the 50s, 60s and 70s. Some say thousands. Sandra Stickland was unwed and 18 when it happened to her. On entry to the Royal Women's, she was presented with a wedding ring to wear.
I said to the midwife, "Can I see her?" And she said no, she's up for adoption. And that's the hard part that's when you realise that you're not taking your baby home.
She was reunited with her daughter 11 years ago, but many women and their children still live with the loss.
The Royal Women's Hospital apologises to every woman who felt she had no choice but to relinquish her child for adoption whilst in our care.
The hospital says no laws were broken and that it was all a product of the times. While they do appreciate it as a start, victims like Sandra, who lives here in Geelong, and adoption support groups say it's not really enough. They want Victoria to follow the lead of Western Australia with an apology from the Premier.
Oh, I think it's got to come. It's got to come from the top. We've got to get it from Ted Bailey, just like they got it from Western Australia.
Today he was fielding questions about possible compensation for the victims.
I'm not going to preempt any legal position in that regard. I respect the commentary that's been made. I respect their advice, but I'm not going to step into that arena.
But it would be difficult for a class action compensation suit to succeed because it all happened so long ago. Jeff Waters, ABC News.